Hello there, this is James and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good morning to all of you, and all of you a very happy Friday. In today's program, I want to talk about the latest drama in relation to Twitter, which, to be honest, is really becoming one of the longest running soap operas in living memory. Plus, a few details coming up with the UK and where the market currently stands with dollar's strength from yesterday. But before I get into all of that, don't forget these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own diligence. And of course, there are the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. So again, I really want to stop talking about this. I really do. But it seems like almost every couple of days, there's a brand new headline in relation to Musk's purchase of Twitter and the ongoing saga with Twitter. Basically, Musk issued an ultimatum to existing employees. Don't forget, he fired 3,700 staff just a couple of weeks ago. He sent an ultimatum to existing employees to commit to a new hardcore work environment or leave. Now, they had a deadline of last night to sign this agreement, to agree that they can basically, work all the hours he demands from them, 6 days a week or even 7 days a week. Very hardcore working environment. So the deadline was last night. And many actually declined to sign on with the idea, which has caught Musk off guard. And there's been a wave of resignations, which could damage Twitter's operation. It's seriously put doubts how it can continue to operate. In fact, an ex-Twitter engineer, one of the people who resigned, obviously didn't want to give his name. And there's a lot of interviews, a lot of comments being made, and none of the people want to give their names for obvious reasons. This ex-Twitter engineer, he said this: entire teams representing critical infrastructure are voluntarily departing the company, leaving the company at serious risk of being able to recover. He goes on to say, we are skilled professionals. We have lots of options. So Elon has given us no reason to stay and many to leave. So in fact, actually, because of this, Musk has struck back down and tried to plead with some of the people who have left not to go. He's asked them, he's almost begged them now not to go. So clearly his Steve Jobs like work attitude is not working in the 21st century. So clearly this is. But anyway, more worrying, this exodus of staff has led to the Twitter office being closed to at least Monday. So, I mean, it's absolute debacle. It really is. Now, Twitter is not a massive company. It's a big company, but it's not a massive company, compared to the likes of Meta or, Facebook and things like this. But it's got, it's still extremely popular among certain famous people, like politicians. There's a certain politician a couple of years ago used to use it a lot, but he can't use it anymore, which is a shame. But anyway, this is a really worrying sign for Twitter. I mean, it's like seems to be every week there's a new drama related to Musk and Twitter. But anyway, let's have a quick look, see where Twitter closed last night on the back of this. I mean, as you can see how erratic this stock is at the moment. Like I say, it closed at $53.68. Where it will open today with this ongoing drama again is yet to be seen. But the fact that they've had to close their office till Monday is seriously worrying signs. And I had no doubt that Mr. Musk is really seriously regretting spending $44 billion to purchase this. But anyway, let's go back to the UK. I know we spoke a lot about the UK yesterday because we had the budget which came out, or the autumn statement, whatever you want to refer it to. But anyway, We had a little bit of surprising news to the UK today. We had UK retail sales actually was announced at 0.6% versus negative 1.5% expected. So better than anticipated retail sales, showing that the UK consumer, in fact, UK consumer confidence came in slightly better as well, negative 44 versus the expectation of negative 47. So this is slightly better news. However, this is still way below pre-lockdown levels. So it's not that good. And more worrying, what's come out today is that the UK faces the biggest drop in living standards on record. Okay, on record. They seem to be breaking a lot of records at the moment in the UK. We've got inflation at a 41-year high. They're expected to go into recession, the longest recession on record as well. And now they face the biggest drop in living standards on record. In fact, wrong one. Housing, no, sorry, wrong one again. In fact, lost my little banner. Oops, a daisy. Anyway, in fact, household income is expected to drop by 7%. 7%. With this energy rail crisis. So it's biggest drop in living standards on record. Yeah, exactly. I found the right banner now. Yeah, so household income expected to drop by 7%. Moving on from what we were talking about yesterday. Yesterday, obviously, we saw a little bit of dollar strength on the back of, obviously, Fed member Bullard's talking about interest rates going to between 5 to 7% in the US, which sort of wrote the market up to the fact that the Fed is not going to be doing a pivot, no matter how much the market wants. It's not going to happen. But for now, the dollar is sort of struggling to gain its momentum like it had yesterday. There's other reasons which come in. Obviously, we had housing starts yesterday. And don't forget, with high interest rates is beginning to have its impact. Housing starts declined in the US by 4.2% last month. And building permits, building permits fell by 2.4%. So this really is a reminder that the Fed tightening cycle is having an impact. I talk about the housing market in the US a lot and about the UK market a lot because of the high interest rates. So this is clearly showing signs that the housing market is really beginning to feel the strain and the pressure of high interest rates. But let's have a quick look at the market. Like I said, the dollar has struggled to gain momentum. It got yesterday. But let's have a look. Let's look at the euro first. Let's have a look at the euro. Here we go on a 30-minute. As you can see, like I say, it's managed to gain a little bit back against the dollar yesterday. It fell all the way down below the 1.03 level. It's since bounced back from that. So again, we've seen the dollar losing momentum here. Currently trading at 1.03919. Lagarde did a very hawkish speech today as well, which is probably given it a little bit of a boost, where she did mention that obviously interest rates they'll carry on raising interest rates to tackle inflation, which is very hawkish for her. The sterling wasn't impressed by the budget yesterday and obviously felt the strain of dollar strength. It fell down all the way around about 1.17645. It's since recovered. Like I said, the dollar's lost its momentum for now and is currently trading at 1.11935 again, so back above the 119 handle. Dollar yen again had momentum on the back of dollar strength yesterday. Again, it's completely lost momentum. Currently trading at 139, so below 140, which it did manage to penetrate yesterday. But now it's back down to 139. And like I say, if you look at on a daily, it's still pretty range bound altogether on that. Gold as well. Gold again lost momentum yesterday, but it's on the front foot again today. Currently trading at $1,766.61. Key area of interest to me still remains around the 1803 level. But I think the first point of call for any more momentum on gold, it's going to be 1,790. S&P 500 is the same. Again, very sort of tepid, range bound. Managed to recover slightly yesterday, but still trading range bound 3,960 points. Something else which is happening today. There's not a lot of news coming out, but we have got the new episode of #AskJames. That's going to be today at 1:30 p.m. UTC. The topic today is something which I'm quite keen on and I use a lot when I'm looking at hedging opportunities, and that's currency correlations. currency correlations. Now, big shout out to thanks to viewer Arthur56 for this suggestion. So like I say, 1:30 UTC, currency correlations, next episode of hashtag Ask James. I look forward to see you all there. Markets, European equities as they stand. The FTSE currently in the green, 0.66%. DAX currently trading also in the green, 1.17% higher. And Euro Stoxx 50 currently trading also in the green, 1.34% higher. Don't forget, you can ask me questions anytime you like, or simply say hello if you like. Well, let me know what you think about this Twitter story. I mean, I'm sick of talking about it. No doubt you're sick of hearing about it, but unfortunately, it's the headline. It's market, and it's in the markets, and it's dominating the market headlines at the moment. I mean, I'm seriously worried about Twitter's future. I mean, the whole tech industry in question is really beginning to crack. You know, we've had Twitter firing 3,700, Facebook firing 11,000 people, Amazon now firing 10,000 people. So the tech industry in general is really feeling the strain, which is not surprising. They've had 12 years of boom, boom, boom. So that eventually we got to see some sort of bust. It's the order of things. So anyway, I hope to see you later on today. Hashtag Ask James. If you think of a question later, though, of course, like I always say, you can put it in the comment section, either on Facebook or YouTube. I will see them and I will reply to them next time I go live on air, which of course will be 1:30 p.m. UTC, the hashtag Ask James. And again, should be again later today at 3 p.m. UTC, discuss the US session. Right, if there is no questions, not a worry. If you're watching me on Facebook and you've enjoyed this little episode, by all means, give us a follow. If you're watching me on YouTube and you enjoyed this little video, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time when I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video, find it interesting and useful, and you put up with me, my over-the-top enthusiasm for the markets, which I simply cannot help, then give me one of these. It's nice to know that you like what I do. Anyway, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever shall be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.